It's Friday, February 17th. Here's your 5-minute fix. First today, Andrew Tate expected to get released from prison as wiretap evidence exposes victims for framing Tate brothers. Wow. This is crazy, man. I'm not going to say I agree with the stuff that he says, but the fact that this man was saying he was innocent from the get-go. The Matrix was out of line or whatever the fuck he was saying. There's a glitch in the Matrix. This is wild. This is wild. The Andrew Tate saga takes interesting turns and twists every few days. However, the most recent discovery may turn the entire case on its head. As fans know, Andrew and his brother Tristan Tate have been in a Romanian jail since late December. They were hit with multiple charges, including organized crime. Since then, there have been many reports of Andrew having a hard time in detention. Their legal representative, Eugene Vadinek, publicly stated that his clients are not guilty of any of the charges. He also alleged that the Romanian authorities have not been the most cooperative bunch throughout the investigation. He stated that they were not given a full picture of shreds of evidence against the Tate brothers. New evidence suggests a conspiracy against Andrew Tate. Everything in this case harkens back to April of 2022. At the time, Andrew Tate faced interrogation after two women alleged that they were unwillingly held at Tate's residence, and discovered later one of the women is from the US and the other reside in the Republic of Moldova. It was their allegation that got Tate involved in the first place. So I'm thinking this is a picture of the two ladies who, in this picture, are in handcuffs. Maybe that's assailants? Not much came of the initial inquiries from the authorities, but the investigation continued and the police finally made the arrest in December of 2022. After the arrest, both Andrew and Tristan were sent to detention for 30 days. It was later extended by 30 more days. Despite appealing against the orders, the court rejected all of Tate's appeals. Romanian court suggested that Andrew may try to escape the country. Since then, Andrew's been sending messages to his fans through his Twitter account. Recently, Top G even stated that he is ready to fight to the death. However, he may not have to do that, as new evidence suggests he may have been framed. The two women who initially made the accusations against the Tate brothers may have been part of a conspiracy. Spy News, a Romanian outlet, revealed an alleged conversation between the two women in question. Although it's yet to be confirmed by the authorities, Tate's close friend Tam Khan is taking it as fact. The alleged leaked transcripts show some questionable chats, hence Tam Khan feels it should exonerate the former four-time kickboxing champion. Even one of Tate's ex-girlfriends supported Andrew amid all the allegations, so it'll be interesting to see if the newly reported evidence is admissible in court or not. I've read a little bit of this transcript. You can see it. I've watched a couple videos about it as well. You can find it online somewhere. We're not going to go over it as this is a 5-minute fix. But that being said, pretty crazy. That'll be a pretty crazy revelation if that's the case. And I wonder what kind of position this puts the Romanian government in, and as well as all the seized vehicle, like all the seized property of his. I don't know how that stuff gets treated when it is seized. Hopefully very nicely, and not even just because of him, just in general. You don't want to see stuff get damaged in that situation, especially when somebody's innocent of a crime they're being accused of, regardless of what you may think of the individual. So it'll be interesting to see. That's for sure. A little sad news here. Bruce Willis diagnosed with dementia after retiring due to aphasia. After Bruce Willis's family announced in March 2022 that the 67-year-old actor had been diagnosed with aphasia and would retire from acting, his condition has now progressed into frontotemporal dementia. Had a little difficulty with that there. His family posted a statement on Thursday about Willis's latest diagnosis. Since we announced Bruce's diagnosis of aphasia in spring 2022, Bruce's condition has progressed and now we have a more specific diagnosis. Frontotemporal dementia, known as FTD. Unfortunately, challenges with communication are just one symptom of the disease Bruce faces. While this is painful, it is a relief to finally have a clear diagnosis, his family wrote in a statement on the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration's website. Rumor Willis, his daughter, also shared the news along with a photo of her father on Instagram. So, quick one with this, man, it's just sad to see. Bruce Willis, one of my favorite actors, starred in a great Christmas movie, Die Hard. And it's sad, I guess it happens to a lot of people. Maybe not a lot of people, but, I feel like it's more common these days. And it just, you hate to see anybody go through it, let alone somebody you watch, you admire their acting ability and the entertainment that they've supplied you over the years. So hopefully he's doing all right and his family can take care of him. Here's a good one from The Independent. Drug-sniffing squirrels join China's police force. That's right, drug-sniffing squirrels. 6 Eurasian red squirrels in Chongqing, China have been successfully trained to sniff out drugs. I really want to know, I wonder if they got a video of this. I want to see this in action because this is wild. Just think about it, a squirrel. First of all, how do you train a squirrel to even like not do things that you don't want it to? You know, like squirrels, you know the term squirrel means losing your concentration. You see squirrels in movies over the hedge, the squirrels batshit crazy, you know? So my first question is like, how much did they have to sedate this squirrel in order to get it to first comply, and then be able to teach it what to look for? I have so many questions. A squad of drug-sniffing squirrels are set to join China's police force. In a first for a police unit in southwestern China and the world, the small and agile creatures will be joining an elite narcotics division. 6 Eurasian red squirrels have now been successfully trained, in quotes, successfully trained, and will be deployed out to large, complex sites, such as logistics warehouses, to uncover drugs that may be hidden there. The animals have been chosen as part of an initiative to test the use of other animals in drug-busting operations. Squirrels, in particular, were selected due to being small enough to reach places the dogs cannot. Makes sense. They have been trained to use their claws to scratch at boxes to alert their handlers that they have detected drugs. Trainers have also taught the rodents how to squeeze into compact spaces and sniff out drugs hidden inside tightly packaged parcels. I want to know, I wonder what the accuracy is with this as well. Like I said, so many damn questions. Yin Jin, a police dog handler in Chongqing, China, has been assigned to train the Squirrel Anti-Narcotics Squad. On Monday, she told state media outlet Chongqing Daily that the squirrels have done an excellent job in drug detection exercises so far. She said that training the squad was the culmination of years of research, adding, "These squirrels have a rather keen sense of smell." However, in an interview on Thursday, Yin said that it may yet be a while until the squirrels are actually utilized in any drug-busting operations. Okay, so there's still quite a bit of training left to go. This is because Yin said that it took years for the police to be confident that they were correctly training the rodents for operations. She said, "Our techniques in training rodents was not mature enough before." Makes sense. Chinese media outlet People's Daily, the official publication of Chinese Communist Party, has shared footage of the squirrels darting between boxes and canisters of similar sizes and colors before pausing to sniff them and figure out which ones contain Class A drugs. The video went viral on Weibo, a popular microblogging site, as it had been viewed more than 51 million times. It comes following China's strict anti-drug laws as it plans to enforce its zero-tolerance policy toward drugs. Wow, I didn't know that. In 2018, the country cracked down on the drugs trade and launched an initiative to identify and train new animals, including rodents, to detect them. It's pretty smart if you want to get down to it. Yeah, I wonder if I can find this video somewhere. I got to check that out, bring that to y'all. That's crazy. Lastly for today, YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki is stepping down. Crazy, never thought you'd see this. One of the most prominent women in tech and one of Google's earliest employees is leaving the company. That's wild. I wonder what she's gonna do. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, who has led the world's largest video site for the last 9 years, is stepping down from her role. She'll be replaced by Neil Mohan, her longtime lieutenant. It'll be interesting to see what kind of ideas he wants to implement. In a letter sent to YouTube's employees, Wojcicki said she was leaving in order to start a new chapter focused on my family, health, and personal projects I'm passionate about. Hey, maybe she'll have a YouTube channel. During her tenure, YouTube became increasingly important to the business for Google, which bought the site in 2006, and Alphabet, the holding company that houses both of them. In 2022, YouTube generated $29.2 billion in ad sales, more than 10% of Alphabet's total revenue. 10%. $29.2 billion is 10%. Alphabet, what else you got in the game, man? Sheesh. Wojcicki's departure also has meaningful symbolism for Google and tech in general. For years, she has been one of the very few women to operate a huge tech business, and she was an integral part of Google's founding. She famously rented out her Silicon Valley garage to co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin in 1998 and joined the company as its 16th employee a year later. Wow, she so legit was there from the get-go. Susan has a unique place in Google history and has made the most incredible contribution to products used by people everywhere, Page and Brin said in a statement. "We're so grateful for all she's done over the last 25 years. Wojcicki started at Google running marketing, helped building its online ad business, and at one point ran the company's video service that was trying to compete with YouTube. She ended up arguing that Google should buy the site instead. Look at that. You know, I didn't even know Google had their own competitor. They started as trying to be a competitor to YouTube. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think any big changes are going to come to YouTube? You think it's going to be business as usual? Would love to hear your thoughts. Leave them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always. This has been your 5-Minute Fix.